Good morning, New York! My name is Kelsey Louie, and I am the proud CEO of Gay Men's Health Crisis. Thank you all for being here for AIDS Walk New York. This year, we asked you, who will you walk for? I am walking for Manny Rivera, the chair of our Consumer Advisory Board, who represents the 13,000 clients we serve at GMHC every year. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge Senator Brian Benjamin, who hosted the largest AIDS Walk fundraiser in Harlem ever. Thank you. I am also walking for GMHC board chairs Michael Harwood and Robbie Kaplan. Who have dedicated their professional and personal lives to fight for civil rights, especially for those living with HIV and AIDS. I am walking for my personal heroes in the fight against AIDS: Peter Staley, Dimitri Daskalakis, Craig Miller, Patrick McGovern, Charles King, Joanne Morn, and of course, Larry Kramer. You may be walking for your coworker who just tested positive for HIV, or maybe it was your friend, or maybe your son. You might be walking for your uncle who passed away from AIDS-related complications. Together, we walk as a community. All of us at GMHC are proud that AIDS Walk New York benefits many other organizations, like the Hyacinth AIDS Foundation. I'd also like to acknowledge its executive director, Kathy O'Brien. We are walking for Black and brown youth who are disproportionately impacted by HIV. At GMHC, we provide free HIV testing to more than 4,000 people each year. We are walking for men and women who come to GMHC to escape domestic violence. They need safe housing, and we help them get it. We are walking for people who struggle with addiction. At GMHC, we just opened our new substance use clinic. We have been working with an amazing coalition of organizations on this issue, and we hope that safe consumption spaces for people who are struggling with intravenous drug use will be a reality for New Yorkers. So today, we urge the governor and the state to take the final steps to make this happen. Governor Cuomo, save consumption, save lives. We are walking for trans women who are still being assaulted and murdered at alarming rates. Those murders must stop. At GMHC, we are providing a space where trans women can feel safe. We are walking for long-term survivors of HIV, many of whom lost most of their friends to AIDS, whose absence they still feel every day. At GMHC, we are providing a support system for those long-term survivors. We are walking for our young LGBTQ people across the country who, our young LGBTQ people across the country who read hateful tweets that denigrate who they are. We are walking for all the students who are afraid to go to school for so many reasons these days. No child should be afraid to go to school. We are walking for women who are finally able to stand up for themselves and tell the world, time's up. Last year, when things seemed so dark, I stood on this stage and quoted Hillary Clinton. When I tried to think of a quote to leave you with today, I couldn't think of a more fitting one. So I'll say it again, because these words need to be remembered. Never stop believing that fighting for what's right is worth it. It is. It is worth it. Thank you.